I'm always thankful, even though I went through a hard time. When I look back, I feel like it just prepared me.
There's not a lot of pressure on you to make a shot in a basketball game when you've lived the lives that she's lived.
To know what Paulete Mbuangi has become, you need reference to where she's come from. A young woman that grew up in the African country of Angola, whose family ultimately sought a different life in the United States. But getting here, well, it's not that easy. Paulete's journey took her to Brazil for a year and then a harrowing 8-month trek through South America, up into Mexico, and ultimately to Austin, Texas.
The bad thing about it is like months to get here, and you gotta go through a lot of countries. But it's really dangerous because a lot of people die because, I don't know, it's just challenge.
It was much more than a challenge. In describing that trip, Paulete recalls losing an aunt in a boating accident going from Colombia to Panama. Then in Panama, where the terrain is treacherous in parts, she almost lost her life.
I remember one time I almost drowned and I didn't know how to swim. So yeah, I remember a friend came and picked me up real quick. I was just like, oh my God, really scared.
But that wouldn't be her scariest moment. Paulete got separated from her family at one point and was alone in the jungle for days.
Okay, what do I do now? I have worked for 3 days. Like how many days I have left in me? So I was just walking. I just had the strength to keep walking. I was like, okay, I gotta find my sister. Maybe something happened to her. And that's like the thing that was keeping me moving.
She would eventually find her sister and her whole family, and they made it to Mexico, spending weeks and months in different immigration centers before being allowed into Texas and making their way to Austin.
And then I got here, and it was just something different. I remember when I got here, it's like, wow, you know. When I went to downtown, we were just passing to downtown, I was like, wow, it's like something really different. It's just like a whole, I don't know. It made everything that we went through worth, you know.
As her family adjusted to their new life, a chance encounter created a pivotal turning point in Paulete's life.
I was trying to tell him that I was trying to find volleyball, but then he was like, basketball. I was like, no, volleyball. Then he was like, no, basketball, you should try basketball, you tell.
She was looking for volleyball, and volleyball had already begun. It was probably a month in. So I kind of, suggested that she just start at the beginning with us, and she got right in and came the next day and the next day and the next day and didn't miss a day from then on.
The freshman wandering outside the Navarro High School gym that day was about to start her basketball journey, and she was truly starting from the beginning.
She had no clue of what was going on the court, didn't really know the rules.
They would tell me it's travel, but I didn't know what travel means. And then they were like, you cannot walk with the ball. Like, they would grab the ball and be like, you cannot walk. And I'm like, okay.
The young girl carrying the ball up and down the court is now the senior, averaging almost 30 points per game.
People that don't know me, like coaches, they would come to me and be like, oh, you're getting better. And I would be like, oh my God, maybe I'm getting better. Maybe I'm learning how this works.
The ability to take something new and basically own it immediately. It usually takes months of repetition on the basketball court to learn how to do something, and Paulete soaked it up and absorbed it instantly.
We're going to play one possession of 3-2.
Basketball gave Paulete structure. It gave her friends and a way to fit in.
This team means a lot to me, basketball even more. So coming here to the country, basketball is like my safe space.
Paulete, since I've known her, has kind of had like a worldly intelligence and a maturity that was just different than some of her peers, and understanding that she had this perspective on things that a lot of young people don't have because they haven't lived through as many challenges that she went through.
Her unique experiences and her perseverance have set up all sorts of potential for the future. She wants to play basketball in college. She wants to be an immigration lawyer after that. And who knows what else.
I feel like it just prepared me. Like everything I went through prepared me. It helped me be a stronger person, be able to ask for help, and yeah, just courageous, I guess.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.